Hello and welcome. Vijay Srinivas. Tamil Nadu is culture capital. Madurai is all set for Activita is second political conference in the state. Joining me to discuss more is Mr. T. Balachandran, who is a former IAS officer and now a political commentary president. Thank you very much indeed for your time, sir. Let me begin with you. We see a lot of fanfare there at the moment at the venue there in Madurai. But do you think that these fans, these party cadres will certainly be able to sort of get translated into votes?
No, Vijay has crowd pulling ability because he is one among
Mm-hmm.
the most saleable stars today. So he has crowd pulling ability. How much this crowd will be converted into vote or vote bank, it depends on a very firm and rigid volunteer strength in the field. They still have not displayed their strength. So we should wait and see.
Vijay is also trying to position himself as next in line to take on the mantle along with MG Ramachandran and with Annadurai. You see both cutouts on the very facade of the stage. So but how and there's also like why comparisons to what has happened in 1967 and 1977 and 2026 is largely been seen by Vijay and his party as some kind of a watershed moment in Tamil Nadu politics. Do you really believe in this?
I'm afraid I don't believe in this.
Mm-hmm.
Vijay's political philosophy is not clearly known. Um, you see, Annadurai, who was fondly called as Anna by one and all, he was a great orator and a man deeply rooted in the ground realities of Tamil Nadu. The same thing can be said about MG Ramchandran also. He has suffered in life in the early years. He knew what hunger was. And then slowly and steadily, it took 20 years for him to become a stable actor in the film line. His first movie was in 1937. And in 1957, Malikalan saw him as an irreplaceable hero. So he has gone through the toils and turmoils. I don't think Vijay has. Vijay's knowledge about the social fabric of Tamil Nadu does not seem to be very bright till date. But he can be a quick
Mm-hmm.
learner. He can learn. But to say that this is a watershed year akin to 1967 or 1977 uh, is not correct. That's what I think. You see, in 1967, there were cataclysmic incidents post Hindi agitation and ration card. Women were pushed this side and that side by constables. Now, therefore, many groups, powerful groups like women, like students, they were alienated by the ruling establishment. 1977, post emergency, Mrs. Gandhi faced the same problem. Do you have any such a situation today in Tamil Nadu vis-a-vis DMK? Because let us remember 1926 is an election year for the assembly. Therefore, concentration
Mm-hmm.
will be on the DMK and its performance or non-performance. So, do you find such a great aversion against DMK by the people? I do not find. So, I do not think that either the years 67 and 77 nor the leadership, Anna and MGR versus Vijay, are appropriate descriptions.
Okay, so very interesting. In his last Vikramandi conference, he also said that Dravidianism and Tamil nationalism are nothing but quite similar and same. So and but do you really think that both these ideologies can actually coexist? Because that's not the case in the past.
No, they can coexist. It all depends on how people who make use of these terms bring into reality whatever they mean by it. That's more important. But today, Nam Tamil Kakshi's regionalism, the Tamilian strategy, is vastly different from the Dravidian strategy that is being propagated by DMK. But DMK's Dravidian philosophy is inclusive. That right from Periyar's days, it was inclusive of the Tamil nationalism also. Uh, but you cannot say the same thing about Mr. Seaman. He is very definite, extremely definite. The Tamil nationalism is away and apart from Dravidian, the so-called Dravidian nationalism. That's what he feels. But if people can accept what DMK propagates, that these two can coexist, that these two are one and the same, so far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. If such a um, powerful realization comes, then I think they can coexist. Otherwise, they cannot.
But do you really think that these kind of ideologies actually matter for the common voter? Because at the end of the day, what he needs is great roads and jobs and no unemployment and better quality of life, isn't it?
Yes, Vijay, you are quite right. That's the tragedy I find. Do you think that our common voter is aware of the constitutional rights of the Indian citizen? Does he know anything about the fundamental rights and directive principles of the Indian Constitution? He does not. That's the tragedy. He awakes only when he is directly hit, in a good
Mm-hmm.
way or in a bad way. As you rightly
Mm-hmm.
said, if they have more employment opportunities under a particular regime, he would not know what are the conditions that created these employment opportunities. He will only say, this regime gave me the employment opportunity, and therefore he will go for it. So today, if you look at it that way, I think DMK's regime in the past 4.5 years is a mixed bag, but mostly doing positive things for a majority of the population. Like, this free bus ride to women, or the Urimai Togai to women, now, and non-Mudalvan, then giving a scholarship of 1,000 rupees per student of every student, girl or boy, who goes to college from the government schools. Now, what I really like in these schemes is leakages have been totally eradicated. You see, money goes directly to the beneficiary. No
That's
middleman
right.
can try to take a portion of it. So this level of effective implementation is certainly a plus point. What can be a minus point is if an individual goes to a government office for getting some work done, like the rest of India, here also he suffers in the hand of the government machinery. And an ordinary thing can take a prolonged time. These are all the problems. So there can be individual disappointment that results in hatred against the regime. So one has to balance it out. How much of individual hatred, accumulated individual hatred, is it more than the accumulated love for this regime? That will decide the next election's result. In addition to a lot of other factors. You see, good performance alone does not decide the outcome of an election. We have seen it in the past also. Let's wait and see.
That's it. Since we have you here, I want to ask you this question. You see bureaucrats, sort of getting into politics these days. We had Mr. Annadurai, the firebrand politician of the Bharatiya Janata Party earlier, as the Tamil Nadu president. We had Mr. Arun Raj, now joining the TVK recently. We had lots of other people in the DMK as well. Shashikant Zendal of the Congress Party. What's actually sort of pulling bureaucrats into the political parties?
Well,
What's that happening there?
they think they can play a very meaningful role by being a member
Mm-hmm.
of a political party. They are more courageous, perhaps, than me. I really don't think that I can play any meaningful role as a member of any political party. So I choose to be a
Uh-huh.
commentator. So, yeah. And it is their
Okay.
basic right as an Indian citizen. Anybody can enter into politics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're also hearing one last question there, sir, before we wind this up. So we are also hearing that the conference that's been hosted here in Madurai is kind of being held just few days before actor Vijayakanth's birthday, right? So and Vijayakanth played a pivotal role in grooming actor Vijay as the Tamil superstar today. So but should we be connecting dots? You think that he could be sort of trying to sort of catch hold of the legacy of Vijayakanth there?
No, then Madam Premalada should endorse him. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
People will believe Madam Premalada than Vijay when he says that he represents Vijayakanth. Right? But that has not happened till now. Steps
Okay.
have been taken.
Mm-hmm.
There are rumors. I don't know whether it is right or not. Vijayakanth was very generous in giving a significant role to Vijay in his movie
Mm-hmm.
when Vijayakanth was at the top. But they say that the same reciprocation was not done by Vijay when
Mm-hmm.
Vijayakanth's son had to take a role. We don't know whether it is so or not, but such a rumor was prevalent. So Vijay hasn't shown any definitive action till now to show that he respects and reveres Vijayakanth. That's the
All
situation.
right, sir. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Right. So can I switch off? Is it over?